So whenever you're up against a ratio problem, always use ratio conversions. I've seen teachers do very difficult problems and then get it wrong just because they didn't get the ratio correct. And so just do it this way, because this way is simple and easy and your mind can switch off and you can get it right. So even if you've got a PhD in chemistry, you might be able to do very complicated problems and then still get it wrong because you've stuffed this up. So I've seen that happen. And so just do it this way, trust me, okay? So I've already alluded to salt solubility tables, and we solved a problem using that, but it's also very good for converting between units. And stoichiometry is all about ratios. So this is probably one of the most important things you need to know. Okay, so this is covered in junior math. So we'll just prove the concept and then you can just use it. So as long as it's the same ratio, so 1:2, 2:4, or 4:8, or whatever, as long as it's the same ratio, which of course it's going to be because it's the balanced equations, you can cross multiply and it'll give you the same number each time. So 1 times 4 equals 2 times 1 times 4 equals 2 times 2. They're both 4. And so you'll end up not knowing one of these things, and that'll be the x, and then you can give a equation to work out what the x is. Okay, so just going to an actual problem. So there's cross multiplying. Now, for this entire unit, I will be using the correct sig figs in the answer. These numbers don't have errors to them, so I don't use that. If you haven't done sig figs and calculations for sig figs yet, just go to the internal assessment unit and watch those videos on how to know the number of sig figs and how to do calculations, times, divide, plus or minus with them. So I'm just using this equation from the previous video. And so we have 2.5 of this and how many moles of water. So we're dealing with this compound and this compound. So this is exactly how I want it written each time. The only time you can get away with not doing this is if everything's 1:1, or the ratio you're looking at is 1:1. Even if it's 1:2 or 2:1, so you're halving it or doubling it, do this step. Okay, so you write it out. So 2 moles from the balanced equation. So the ratio is 2:4, 2:14. You write down what you have from the question, and that's what you're looking for. And so you just cross multiply it. So 2 times x equals 2.5 times 14, and then solve that. So that's 35. Divide both sides by 2, and the answer is 17.5. Nice and easy. Hopefully it'll be quite automatic once you've done it a few times, and you'll always get it right, and you won't spend your brain power draining your brain power trying to work out what to do here. Okay, so just one more problem, and so this time it is oxygen and water that we're looking at. So there's oxygen, there's water, so it's 19:14. So again, always write it out like this: 19 moles O2 is to 14 moles of this. The question says 2.3 to x, so you cross multiply. So 19x, 2.3 times 14, that's 32. Divide both sides by 19, 1 point whatever. Sig figs is 3, so 1.69 moles of H2O.